Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. The field. 6-6. Pull it hard. Check. Wide. Check 49. Check 49. Tighten up. Gun. Tighten up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 30. Red. 13. Shoot. Check. Really high.
Now it's Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Regular. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
25. Check 20. Block it. Check 4.
Now Flacco. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 10 yards out, and the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shit. He's right, T. Raider 9.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. And now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it.
Haywood.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Complete to Jones. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their foot.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 52 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Topper! 3 wide. Watch the
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that... Sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that one?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here we go. Express. Hey, wahoo. Mike 51, Mike 51. Go.
Carter throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Switch. Slam. Right. Slam. Hey, 7:34. 5 down. Push it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Down to about the 22 here. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Switch. 29. Express. Motion.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch the slant.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. Hey, echo. Hey, let's get this, 45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. This one complete to Theo Riddick. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He finds Riddick complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Kill.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
High 7.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On play action. Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They hand off to their big tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This complete to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This is Riddick on the screen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First and 10 here for Flacco. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On first down, Flacco, the completion to Riddick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Flacco to throw again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up third and long.
You got nothing. Switch. Kill.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth.
Check. Lock it. Check. Any weapons? Check 50. Out. Okay, hot set. Swing. Check three.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets past one man. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. His 2nd sack of the night. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Express. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Carr gives to Richard. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the time. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 25 on second down, Carr, the open man here, Renfro. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And the return will stop right around the 25. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.